Hi, everybody. I am so excited to be here with you today. I just got back from the Celebrate Your Life conference in Chicago and I learned a ton. I have like all these notes and more notes and just tons of notes to share with you guys. And I'm really excited to do that. I'm going to just start with day one because I don't really know how to just contain all this information and how to organize it. So I'll just start with day one. We started with Marianne Williamson on Friday evening. One of the things she said is, we are more than actions, we are the change. So, how I interpreted this was that our actions are bigger than us. You might react in a certain way, and there are consequences and reactions that reverberate off of that, like an echo effect. So even though it may seem like a small action to you, and maybe it's with anger, maybe it's not, maybe it's a joyful action, it has consequences. So that really stuck with me. She mentioned that you can shoot a soloist, but not a song. So it's good to remember that although, once again, these actions may seem small and insignificant, they're a song that you're putting out there. They have energy and they live and they become infinite when you put them out there. Something can happen to you. You can go away. You can, I don't know, like even let's say when you die, but that song still lives and that song still exists. And it touches the hearts of everybody that you come in contact with. So, I'm going to tell you a story. One of the things that Marion also said was, the sky is always blue. So I had an experience with that yesterday, actually, but I'm going to share something before that real quick, just to set it up. So we were at the conference. We were going into a meditation with Panache Desai, and we're all in this nice, quiet, peaceful space, and this lady comes in, and she was late, and she was trying to get to a seat in the middle, and so she's like stepping on our toes and bumping us with her bags, and I was like, seriously? Come on. And I was sitting next to Aviana, and she said what I thought was lift the fog, but really she was saying lift the thought. So I went with lift the fog because I was thinking the sky is always blue, lift the fog. So I was imagining that, and I'm like, I need to send this lady some love because I was not doing that for a second. And, I got back into my moment. And see, it was easy there because we were in this great setting with these wonderful people around us in the middle of a meditation. So it's easy to do, or easier to do it there. So how do you apply that to your life on a daily basis? I got to experience that yesterday, and I'm so thankful that I had that opportunity for growth. I had driven up to Camp Ripley, and I actually, Camp Ripley is a 2.5 hour drive from where I live, and I actually was going up there to meet my boyfriend's family, which was really exciting. So I actually had a reason to go up there already, but he left and then went back up to his home, and I left and went to Camp Ripley, which was just near his parents' house. And I got there, checked into my room, or got my key, went to go into my room, and I had forgotten my suitcase, which had my uniform and my boots in it. So I was just like, are you kidding me? I just drove all the way up here, and now I don't have what I need. I was like, should I drive home tonight and then drive back up tonight, or should I go tonight and then come back in the morning? What should I do? I was all frustrated, and I was like, okay. One of the things we learned from Jill Bolte Taylor was 90 seconds, that the human brain biologically can take something in 90 seconds, like an emotion, experience it, and then you can just release it and be done with it. So I experienced that frustration for 90 seconds, and I was just upset, and I was trying to think about what do I want to do? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to return the key. I've got a 2.5 hour drive to decide what I want to do. So I returned the key, I got in my car, and I put in some great music. I was just dancing, and I put in an audiobook, and I listened to that, and I thought, you know what? I'm a busy lady, and I've got 2.5 hours of quiet time, so I'm going to take that and soak it up and be useful with it. So that's what I did. So I get to Minneapolis, or the Minneapolis area, and I'm about 40 miles away from home, and the interstate, the traffic just stopped. And I'm like, it's like 11:30 at night at this point. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So it turns out that the interstate was closed for a section, like actually closed. So we had to go up and be detoured onto this like off ramp and then back onto the highway or the interstate. And it was just like, okay, I was cool with that. I was like, all right, I got this. Crank the music up. Then I get back going again, and it's down to one lane. So like, all these semis and everything, and oh my goodness, so we're down to one lane, and that time it took me about 60 seconds. It didn't take me a full 90, but it took me about 60 seconds to be like, I'm so frustrated. And then I was like, okay, crank the music up, and I was dancing, like in my car, dancing, and just letting go of that frustration. So that's just an example of how your actions, for example, that action could have come out in my driving. If I had been really aggressive and really upset, and I could have taken that frustration out on other drivers, or gotten home and just been all tense and uptight. Nobody likes that. Think about if every one of those drivers had cranked up their music and just started dancing, there wouldn't have been people cutting each other off. And well, maybe, I don't know, maybe there would have been still, but I don't think so. I was like in my zone, just like, all right, I'm going to get home. I'm almost home. So one of the other things so that's just one way to think about that the sky is always blue. Just put that in your head. And then the 90-second thing. Okay, so one of the other things that she said was, fear is not a thing. It isn't the absence of light. So that's just something that you can kind of put in your pocket. So if you're ever feeling fearful or scared or nervous or frustrated, just put more light back in. That could be by meditating. That could be by dancing. It could be maybe going for a run, doing yoga. Find your thing, whatever your thing is that puts light into your life. Maybe it's just like stepping away from your desk and going for a walk. Hello, that's super easy. We can all do that. So try and enter some light into your life, because it will enter life into others, and it becomes infinite. And that's just a great thing. So thank you for sharing your time with me, and have a great day. Bye.